Just to be sure, there's a spoiler. Tyler Perry has made a lot of movies in her career, but none of them have been quite like Straw. The Netflix film sees Taraji P. Henson play a woman named Janiyah, a working-class mother who is genuinely having one of the worst days of her life. She is managing her job as a grocery store cashier while also trying to care for her sick daughter. But when she gets fired, things take a turn for the absolute worst. Straw is a mixed bag in terms of critical and audience response so far. The reviews are mixed, as the film holds a 44% score on Rotten Tomatoes. ScreenRant's Grant Hermanns gave the movie 4 out of 10 stars, praising Henson's performance but raising concerns about the movie's storyline and production quality. Despite some negative reviews, however, Straw has done incredibly well on streaming since its release to Netflix, regularly making its charts. Even with its glaring flaws, the thriller contains several elements that make it the most shocking Perry movie to date. Welcome to Movie Spy. Straw's daughter twist is genuinely shocking. It changes viewers' perception of events. Though Janiyah's story is dramatic and stirring, Straw is a thriller with genuine twists and turns. Easily the biggest twist in the movie is the shocking reveal that Janiyah's daughter, Arya, actually died of a seizure the night before the events of the film. This is a Fight Club-esque moment when Perry forces audiences to rethink the events they just saw on screen in the movie's first and second acts. The twist vastly changes the perception of Janiyah's internal mental state, and it comes almost at the very end of the film. Straw is nothing like Tyler Perry's Madea movies. It is not at all comedic. Most audiences think about Perry dressed up as a woman for the Madea movies. This over-the-top comedy franchise began in 2005 with Diary of a Mad Black Woman and went on to become what Perry is most known for. Straw is a complete departure from Perry's best-known work. In fact, it arguably features no comedy at all. Drama is not completely new territory for Perry, as he recently came off of 688 and My Fault last year, but an intense psychological crime drama like this is very unusual for the director. Taraji P. Henson's Straw performance is intense. It is career-best work. Henson is an Oscar and Emmy nominee with an impressive list of credits behind her, but Straw holds its own within her oeuvre. Henson can dial her emotions up to a 10 and stay there for most of the film. She still navigates in and out of Janiyah's complex feelings as the film proceeds, playing a highly unconventional bank robber. Nonetheless, it is Henson's performance that sells every plot twist. Without her grounding the movie, it would be too over the top at times, but she truly shines in the role. Straw is a social services nightmare. Janiyah cannot catch a break. Straw's themes, involving systems failing people and bureaucracy having a tangible social impact, are clear from early on, but as the plot and Janiyah's psyche unravel, so too does the social services hellscape at hand. Multiple systems are seen failing Janiyah, either in her head or literally, including Child Protective Services, healthcare, and the police system. Even the bank system, with its requirements for ID and understaffing, is a nightmare for Janiyah. While Straw may arguably have too many systems at hand, it makes the movie's stakes feel incredibly real, as these are systems that real people navigate through. Straw's ticking clock adds to the suspense. It has a driving energy. Straw has a linear structure that adds to its suspense. The movie takes place only over the course of one night, and the bulk of its story centers around the multi-hour period in which Janiyah holds up the bank. Even in this half of a day, there are multiple players working simultaneously to make sure nothing bad happens to the workers or other people in the bank setting. This structure creates a frenetic, driving energy that really moves Straw forward. The linearity adds to the stress evoked by the film, and Perry never gives viewers a break from the tension. The bank hostage set piece is tense. There is a lot going on. Straw has a lot going on thematically and psychologically as it chronicles Janiyah's story, but the film is also able to build tension on a plot level in the bank hostage situation. Straw starts as a more dour drama and later becomes a full-on inside man in scale. Multiple police officers are working to de-escalate this crisis, in partial collaboration with the bank manager, Nicole, and Janiyah herself. There are the innocent bank patrons who feel the terrifying claustrophobia of the situation. There's even a live stream element as the tale becomes more broadcast, increasing the scope. Tyler Perry's harshest realism. And it doesn't let up. Perry himself has stated that while Straw is not based on a true story, it's inspired by the stresses that real people go through. This real-world basis is unsurprising when watching the film, as the movie is by far Perry's biggest foray into realism. Janiyah faces very tangible and harsh circumstances based on her life situation. She is in poverty and undergoes very real-life consequences of not paying bills, including eviction and the inability to take out money from the bank. Janiyah's boss also attempts to commit wage theft against her, highlighting the direness of the situation. Straw is incredibly ambitious, even if it doesn't fully work. It shoots for the stars. All of these elements do not fully tie together in Straw. The movie ultimately received mixed reviews, including a 44% Rotten Tomatoes score and a 56 on Metacritic. Despite these negative reviews, some of the positive comments have been praise of Henson and the film for its ambition. It is undeniable that there is a lot at hand in Perry's film, as he plays around with story structure, intensity, realism, and other elements that are extremely heightened from his usual work. This makes Straw among his most ambitious yet. Straw is already a major hit for Netflix. This is good for Perry. While Perry is prolific in terms of the volume of films he produces, they have not always been incredibly received. While Straw is getting mixed reviews, it is notable that the movie has been such a major hit for Netflix. Straw could signal a big career pivot for Tyler Perry, but it could be an uphill climb. Overall, the most surprising element of Straw is that it could signal a big turn in Perry's career. Straw is not just a drama, but it is incredibly tense. So far, Perry has not completely abandoned comedy in his career, as he recently created a comedy-drama series called Divorce Sisters. Still, making a drama, especially one this intense, sets new expectations as to what he is capable of. The global hit status could further incentivize the creator to make more dramas. As Perry potentially transitions into new genre territory, he will have to work hard to be taken seriously. Straw shows that he is ambitious when it comes to genre tropes, but the reviews also show that he has significant gaps when it comes to maintaining a high caliber in this genre. Shifting to drama would be a fascinating turn from a multi-hyphenate talent best known for the Medea movies, but it is one that critics might warm up to slowly. Thanks for watching.